It was worth it. Let's get into this baseball talk. I know the three of us have been kind of chomping at the bit to get at these trade talks all week. I'll let you decide where you want to start. Do you want to go with your Yankees or do you want to go with the bigger trade of the?
I mean, we can go wherever. I mean, obviously Manny Machado. I mean, we all know that A was coming.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. We just didn't know to who. But
he made it pretty clear at the All-Star game.
yeah, well, yeah, at the All-Star game. And we had it on, but it was kind of like we're looking at our phones, we were doing other stuff,
Right.
So I didn't really see all that. I heard something they said he took a picture with was that
Matt Kemp.
Matt Kemp.
They were
That's
taking
who it was.
selfies during the game.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the biggest pickup. I mean, that's going to be the piece that helps you go on that push. I mean, they took over that division anyways before the All-Star break.
They had caught a stride right before that trade anyway.
Like 2 months, they were slowly. It was a snowball effect, and then it finally took over. But I mean, yeah, that was a huge one. That's a big piece, and if he's happy, he's probably going to stay in LA. I don't think he's going to go anywhere else ever when he's done. I mean, LA, when players go there, a lot of them stay and they retire. I mean, it's a place to go to and retire.
The thing with the Dodgers is they're gonna have kind of a log jam of positions. You got Turner at third and you got Seager at shortstop when he comes back. So where do you put Manny Machado? I mean, don't get me wrong, he's probably better than both of them at that position, but he is getting older and he's going to cost you a lot more money.
Yeah, I think if anything, you move Machado, if anything, back to third base and you leave Stringer at shortstop.
Yeah,
don't get me wrong, Turner's good, but Manny Machado is just better.
Yeah,
he's
not
just
Manny Machado.
Yeah, he's just better, and you don't move him to shortstop because Stringer can't play. I mean, he could play third. Obviously, any infielder can pretty much play any position.
Seager's young.
And that's the thing. At what level? So you leave him there and you just put Manny at third because he's clearly has played third base plenty of times in his life. And his bat's better than Turner's. I mean, yeah, Turner had that hot streak last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, against you guys. But who's going to consistently do that more?
Right.
I bet my money on Machado. So I just feel that's what
longevity.
Yeah,
and Machado's been playing in the American League. You know.
So he's been going against honestly the cream,
Better-
and
better
came from the AL East.
Yeah.
On top of that,
Better pitching.
yeah, just I feel better, especially going from the AL East to the NL West.
where the best pitcher is on your team.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you're
Yeah.
going to a team that's winning that division. You're not going to a team, and Arizona, they're good, but
They're probably not
the
gonna
Dodgers, when it's all said and done, Dodgers are obviously going to hold the crown for that division.
Yeah.
win. Does this push them to the World Series or through the playoffs?
I
mean,
think
what
it puts them back in the NLCS.
for sure. I think
Yeah.
it was going to be the Cubs Dodgers anyway after
Right.
you've seen the way they've been playing, and I mean,
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to tell because, man, your guys' bullpen is iffy, and I think that hurts so many teams in the playoffs. And you look at the Dodgers, I mean, their bullpen's a lot more solid than yours. Their starting pitching, I mean, they only really have, Kershaw, and he's
yeah,
he's like the artist formerly known as Prince. He's not who he. I don't feel he was Clayton Kershaw of 4 years ago in his extreme
Right.
dominant role.
Right.
He's getting exposed.
But he's also starting to turn himself more into a playoff pitcher.
He is. But that's your one playoff pitcher that you
Right.
have on that roster. So
Yeah.
I mean that's
that's not enough to win.
if your guys' starting pitchers can get their heads out of their asses, you guys will be all right. Because if you look at the lineup, it would be Lester, Quintana, Hendricks.
If I could have just those three, then I'm good.
But what I'm saying is, if you got Lester going against Kershaw, and then you got those other two going against mediocre pitchers, if they can pitch like they have,
toss-
like I've seen you Darvish pitch down in Texas for a long time,
Right.
and then you see Quintana in Chicago, he did it, So if they can play like that, you guys I think have a strong chance of beating the Dodgers. But as of now, how them starting pitchers are playing on your end, I think it's tough. They're catching fire at a good time. Not trying to badmouth you guys because my team's losing too since this All-Star break. We haven't been playing the best. I mean, you guys
Right.
are kind of in the same boat as us right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll be you guys in the NLCS, of course.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of getting off topic from the trades, I don't really see there being anybody else is going to step into the NLCS besides the Cubs and Dodgers. I mean, it's still early enough that anything can happen.
Yeah, of course.
But I think it's one of those two teams. Time to go to the World Series again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that is. It's like what you saw in basketball. Yeah, there's some good young talent.
But
And that's what it is in the NL.
Yeah.
And then they go against the people who have been there, like the Cubbies or the Dodgers, and they prove their dominance of, like, we're the alpha male still.
We know how to
we
do
got
this.
this.
Right.
Like, you guys are little boys coming up. Wait your turn. You
Right.
know? So I think that's how it's going to be.
So let's segue a little bit since we did bring the Cubs into this. Cole Hamels. Now, he is definitely past his prime. But
Definitely.
you saw what, Justin Verlander going to the Astros did for him last year. And I'm not saying that Cole Hamels is going to do the same thing, but being in a contending situation, that can revitalize a player. All of a sudden you got a little bit more bounce. Your velocity is not going to go up. That just sounds crazy.
Nah.
But can pitch with a little bit more command and a little bit more focus.
Yeah.
And he
I'll let you
is
go with that one, Joseph.
he is a championship caliber pitcher.
He has played and won.
So
Yeah, he's definitely been on the big stage and performed. He's definitely been on the big stage. He's definitely performed. I mean, I feel like anything's an upgrade from Chatwood at this point.
he led the league in walks.
5-6 walks a game.
He
Come
led
on,
the
dude.
league in walks
it's
per
not
inning.
even close.
Like, let me see.
I was listening to you guys' stats last week. What was it? Multiple 10 walk games or something like that.
Something like something like that. Chatwood, he led. He was most runs per 9 innings. It was like 8.9 or something. It was high. But I mean, the only thing is Cole Hamels. How you said Verlander went to Houston, it kind of revived his.
Right.
Cole Hamels, I don't think was never a Verlander. So
True.
he was never at that tier. Verlander's a tier 1. Cole Hamels was always a tier 2 at his prime.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's down there, but he in the playoffs, if he gets you 4 solid innings, but that's where I feel your bullpen comes into play.
Can't take over.
And that's why I feel getting Cole Hamels was almost kind of like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to boost up the starting rotation, or are you going to plan on putting him in the bullpen in the playoffs?
I think Cole Hamels in a bullpen for the playoffs would be amazing.
It would be very good because he could come in and probably pitch 2,
Short
possibly 3 innings a game.
Yeah.
But you also have to hope. I mean, but then outside
That's
of
a
him, who's
position,
your bullpen guy that can pitch that many innings that you guys trust?
I mean, Montgomery will probably move into the bullpen for the
Yeah.
playoffs.
You got to kind of hope for the best out of Carl Edwards Jr.
Y'all still got him.
You shake your head, but what else do you want from me?
Right. I
But
mean,
like the only thing that kind of blows me about this Theo Epstein move, because Theo, as much as he killed us when he was with the Red Sox in that early 2000s era, he's always had a good bullpen, and he didn't go after a bullpen guy during this trade. You guys may not be done. That I'll put that out there because clearly there's still a few days left until the trade deadline is over. But I felt that
Tuesday, right?
Would you guys have felt better having a better bullpen guy than a Cole Hamels?
They're both big issues right now. The starting rotation.
yes, I would have
and
rather had
bullpen.
Zach Britton.
Well, no. I mean,
you have it.
yeah, of course, but which I'm surprised. The only reason they said I was reading, and the only reason we really went and got him is so Boston wouldn't get him. That's really what it was. It's
Which
like
is very,
if
very-
you guys are gonna go after him,
And
we're
you're not
gonna
bullish.
go get him.
Yeah.
So I understand that move, but it's like
Definitely.
I was surprised that you guys weren't in more of a running for him. But we also have a deeper
More
farm
assets.
We have a
We have
deeper
more
farm
assets.
system.
Yeah,
than you
we're
guys.
a little bit more
We're kinda
protecting of our farm
depleted.
system right now.
Yeah, which
Big
is
time.
understandable, but so we get what did we get rid of him for?
Nothing.
Yeah, we didn't get rid of Jury. Jury went with J. Happ. Where is this at? I had it up just for this instance.
For what the Zach Britton?
Okay, so yeah, we got rid of 2 right-handers and a left-hander. I mean, and they were all in single. 2 were in single A, and the other one was in double A. So I mean, would they have made it up on the starting roster ever?
You don't know.
You never know, but right now.
It would have been a while.
Yes, these guys weren't, because in all reality, I don't really know these guys' names, and I know the important prospects that we have down in our farm system, and they're not really up there with it. You know, our
Right.
starting pitcher, our top prospect is Justin Sheffield, and he wasn't gone, so that's my main concern. So, I mean, we got rid of him. We got him for
Nothing.
kind of nothing, but his ERA is a little high. He's only good against the Red Sox, but that's in all reality, that's all that matters at this point in time. I don't care who else you're doing it to, but the Red Sox is who you got to play. His ERA against the Red Sox is .89. Yeah, so, I mean, continue.
Right.
Straight up.
Okay. So thank you for the
Yeah.
again.
Sorry about that. No,
No,
but like I said,
it's perfect.
I was just surprised that you guys didn't go for more of a bullpen or a middle relief.
We
kind of-
also
agree.
don't really have anything to give up, though. So, I mean, I feel like us getting.
outside of the major league roster.
Right.
Yeah. And I think Theo is really
He's putting that on hold until the last possible minute.
yeah.
But it's inevitable.
It's got to be a blockbuster
we
deal
need
for him to
pitching.
take from the.
We're
the
going
major
to
league
need
roster.
pitching.
Yeah.
I mean,
And all
Would
shapes
you
and
guys
forms.
give up a starter in the sense of an everyday starter for a piece?
I mean, like,
Depends
who?
on which one.
well, that's
throw a
what I'm
name
saying.
out there.
I mean, what if they need?
Ian Happ's an everyday starter on most teams. I'll
For
let
sure.
him.
Yeah, but like
Happy, though.
like an Addie Russ.
For the right piece, yeah.
Who would you guys slide over in second base or shortstop? Would that be Javi?
It would be
Oh,
Javi.
yeah.
Then who's running second?
If
Hap- if
yeah,
Hap-
if
Hap
Hap's
if
still
he don't
there,
leave.
then Hap.
So if you guys got like a solid, maybe a prospect and a decent middle relief, you guys would give Javi up or not Javi, Addie Russ?
I would hate it.
I'm in the same
But
boat.
yeah.
I don't want to get rid of him, but in the same sense, like,
What about championships?
what are you?
Whatever gets you as close as possible to championships.
You haven't made that move like Javi did already.
Yeah. Yeah, Javi has moved himself.
Javi's been
into-
up a little bit longer, so okay. Javi or Eddie still got
Javi's a
some
little older
time
too, yeah.
yeah. So,
I was a few years older, I think.
but I feel like it's inevitable that one of our starter everyday players is gonna have to go. It's just a matter of who and when.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
We need pitching, and I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, we don't have any long-term pitching solution at all.
No, because Lester is getting up
we
there
don't
in
know what
age.
Quintana or Darvish are. If we knew what they are, it would be a different story.
Definitely.
But we have no idea. If this is what it's gonna be like for the next 4 years,
We got to do something. Somebody got to go.
fuck.
Hey, at least you guys got one,
Right.
you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thinking about that. I was thinking about that the other day. Like when they first signed Joe Madden, what were the expectations and like would you be okay with 10 straight playoff appearances but like just one World Series appearance, no title?
Yeah.
Back
When
then?
you guys, yes.
Back then?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
You guys are like,
improvement.
World Series? What? Holy shit, what is that thing? No offense, guys. I'm sorry.
I would
I'm
still
sorry,
take
but
but now winning the World Series in year 2, like as a Cubs fan, it's like that can't be it.
greedy.
We got
Great.
I mean, yeah.
Because we all knew it was too early. We
Yeah.
were like, okay, this is too early. Now what are we really gonna
But
expect?
what if it wasn't too early? What if it was perfect
I
timing?
think 15 was too early. 16 was the year they were supposed to hit their stride. I don't know if I thought
they weren't
should've
supposed to be
won.
that good and win the World Series?
True, I
Plain and
agree with
simple.
that, but they were supposed to hit their stride in 16. But 15 was a complete what the fuck? A happy what the fuck?
But think about this: if you guys wouldn't have won that World Series, you guys would be in this place right now.
every trade rumor would be heightened had we not won in 16 because it's you got to make it happen. You got to
Yeah.
do it, whatever it takes.
It probably would have made your team worse.
It probably would have.
In all reality,
So now, like, it's kind of like
Yeah,
kinda
but
chill.
if that would have happened, we wouldn't have. If we weren't trying to win a World Series, we wouldn't have traded away Glaber and we wouldn't have traded away our prospects. So
true.
we don't know what would have happened. We don't know if we
Yeah.
would have used them for trade bait now or what.
that probably would have been your best bet. Trade
'Cause
bait
with-
now with some starting pitching. Bolster that up.
Yeah.
Let Glaber stay down there.
But where we were weak was the closer, and they went out and got one, and we ended up winning.
But what I'm saying is did that trade potentially ruin your guys' run for World Series?
long term,
Because look at you.
Potentially.
Glaber was gonna be.
Glaber was going to be up, and
He was gonna be good anywhere. he
Imagine
went.
you having Javi at short and Glaber at second base right now.
Yeah.
Claybar's hitting way better than Eddie Russ's. He's way better defensively than Eddie Russ's. And you put Javi at
mean,
shortstop. You
like,
got shortstop
yeah,
and Glaber.
I mean, he's not way better, bro. Eddie's got leather.
Okay, but look at him as a whole.
Right. I'm just
Gleybar's
saying.
better.
He's a better hitter. I don't watch Gleyber, so I don't know how his defense
Well,
is.
since he moved up in
I know
May
Addy
29th,
makes plays.
Since he's moved up in May 25th, the Yankees are number 1 in defense efficiency, and we
Your
weren't.
infield defense is crazy.
So that's
so since
single-handedly by him, or
But
he's
what I'm saying, if you think about it, we weren't number 1 until he moved up. So that brought an extreme talent defensive-wise. I mean, you guys, when you guys traded, we got him from you guys. You guys said, bro, when he comes up, he's defense and he's stick. I mean, and he is all that, and he's
Right.
doing that since he came up in the league. For a while, he was second in home runs since he came up next to JD Martinez. I mean, so the dude is,
he's putting in work for
yeah.
sure.
So, I mean, if you think about that, you guys would have had both of them. I mean, who would you guys rather have, Gleyber or Eddie Russ? Let's be honest. Be honest.
See, it's tough for me and Joe.
it
Addison
is
Russell
tough,
is
bro,
up
because
there on
I've
our
seen
list.
him do a lot of great things for us, and I don't want to trade that away for.
But you guys aren't understanding what I'm talking about.
I
I'm
know what
saying
you're
if you
saying.
didn't make that trade with Chapman and you had Gleyber right now,
they were both on the team,
and
who would you want starting?
Eddie Russ was at his lowest, you wouldn't bring him up.
Well,
and
if Eddie
slide
Russ,
over.
yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying. And then he's, in all reality, and I'm not saying it because he's a Yankees fan. I'm a Yankees fan, but Gleyber is better than Eddie. Javi's better than Eddie. So you keep them two in the middle infield.
Yeah.
Bro, ain't nobody hitting no balls up the middle at all. That's double plays all day because they're both, they're smooth. Both smooth. I like Javi a lot.
All right, let's.
He's better than Gleyber, right?
Who, Javi?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
But he's been up longer. But in the
making
long
sure.
term,
I think that
Gleyber's a better hitter.
unless Javi fixes his walking,
On base
he's going
percentage.
his
His
on-base
strikeouts.
percentage. Yeah,
His
his
strikeouts.
his on-base percentage as a whole. It's going to.
Gleyber was over 300 before he got
Yeah,
hurt.
we'll check back in 4 years though. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. Why you got to put him down, man?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. That's
I'm
exactly,
just saying we're gonna check back, bro.
indirectly
We're gonna
putting him
check
down. You're like,
back.
well, let's check in 4
Hopefully
years.
it is.
Well, let's see if y'all win another World Series. Let's check
Hopefully,
back.
right?
All right,
Yeah, let's check back.
I know we're gonna win them, so it's all
All right,
right.
we'll
Let's
see.
get back to these trade talks and let's get to AK your team, the Yankees. J.A. Happ. You're not excited about it.
I'm not excited about any trade in all reality. Brenton maybe a little bit, but J.A. Happ, he's a mediocre pitcher. So I'm not really. I'm kind of just up and up with it. What we got rid of him for. I'm not worried about because Jury was, I believe, on a 1-year contract, and
Right.
and the other player, the other prospect we got, he was batting like 154 in the minors. So in all reality, did we lose anything significant? No. Yeah, I'm more excited about the Britton trade just because our bullpen was already first, and then you add another solid, closer. So you got Chapman or Britton you got to look at, and then, we got.
That really does add an interesting dynamic for them, depending on the situation, and even in playoff situations.
Yeah.
You can extend Chapman, even though we know he doesn't like more than a 3-out save.
And that's the thing, we don't with him. That's the one we have. David Robinson, we'll send him in, and he'll pitch multiple innings. Chapman, I know Boone tries to keep him at 1 inning because I don't like him. I don't like him going more than 2 batters. Damn near. His command is just
It goes quick.
and he gave up. He blew a save the other day. He gave up like 5 runs in the 9th inning. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, which it doesn't happen often, but it adds a lot to our bullpen. We also lost a bullpen guy in the trade for the Cardinals' first baseman, something Voigt or. So we lost a bullpen guy out of him, but in all reality, Britton's still better than him. So honestly, bro, I was more excited about other trades than that. I like the Brewers trade. I know you guys. I'm not trying to put you guys down, but it made them a little bit better, and it gives them a veteran experience that they lack.
The Brewers are seriously trying to make a push for this playoff.
They are,
and
they got a good player for that.
And the Cubs are not taking commanding lead of the division right now. So if you're the Brewers, if you're going to strike, it has to be now.
Yeah. 100%.
The Cubs just dropped 2 games to the Cardinals.
We lost 2 to the Royals.
Those division games,
Yeah, those are tough.
matter.
Especially against the Cardinals.